Hello and welcome to today's video where I'm gonna take a look at the charts for TIA, which is Celestia, and also DOT, which is Polkadot. So we'll kick it off with Polkadot here. As we can see on TradingView, this is on the 1 hour chart. Now we are trading sideways at the moment. The price is currently $7.59 as we see here. This is after we had an attempt to break higher, but unfortunately it has failed due to Bitcoin crashing after the ETF news. Now, during the ETF news, it was pretty bullish. Like we know, we all went to like $48,000, but then it came crashing as the pullback came and it brought it all the way down to like 41K, which took DOT with it and all the other altcoins. DOT has got some sort of support here around this area. As we can see, it does have support around here. This is from the 10th of December and also from the 14th of December. I drew this line here just to show you. It is holding well around there, but I am a bit concerned that we may break down lower to another area of support, which would be around here. As you can see, we have held pretty well around 665 here. So it could go that low again, and this is mostly because of the moving averages and how they're moving right now at the moment. As you can see, we are consolidating, but both the 21-day and the 50-day moving averages broke below the 100-day one here. So the red line is the 100-day, and when this happens, it's normally a bearish sign. Okay, it's not always the case. Again, it can break out of the trend at any time, but there is a slight chance that it could. Okay, it does depend a lot on Bitcoin because, as you know, the market moves with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin pops up all of a sudden, then so will DOT, right? It'll just follow. So yeah, as you can see, when we got that red candle here, this was basically signaling the top, but it wasn't confirmed yet. Although we did have a pretty big growth in a very short amount of time. Okay, in just a number of hours, we went up very fast. And usually when that happens, there's usually some selling that comes with it, and that's exactly what happened to Bitcoin, and that's why it's following exactly the same trend. Now we did drop to as low as like 733, but then we moved back up and we managed to stabilize around here. I am concerned with the fact that these two moving averages are below the 100-day, and we are trading kind of below this red line as well. You see, we're bouncing and we're touching this red line really well, and we're just not able to break past it, right? So that's why I really like this these specific indicators, because they show really well how the market is trading, and it kind of gives you an indication if it's something that you should be concerned about or if it's something that you should be bullish on. Okay? So normally when we're trading above the 100-day smoothed moving average, we are bullish. Right now we are bearish. Okay, as you can see, we're bouncing up, we're putting in a new low, we're bouncing up, we're going back down, we're bouncing up, we're going back down. You see, really well. It's respecting it like a playbook, like it's like, it's like the end all be all. It's like you just cannot go above the red line because it's just going to go down. So, we really need to do this. And the fact that we are attempting it, it's good, right? It is bullish. We've got one attempt here, two attempts. Actually, we had one attempt here and then it just got rejected. So this was a good trading opportunity here, which I actually missed, unfortunately. I should have shorted this, because as soon as we saw like the confirmation with the first red candle here closing, then that was like a sign to sell. Not for a big move down, but for like, even if you get like, I don't know, 20 or 30 cents out of this with enough leverage, it's still profit. Of course, with a small amount of money, not a lot of capital. So, I should have put in a short trade there when we saw that rejection, but unfortunately I had missed this. If we are to drop down because of these moving averages, then this is the next area that we can expect, around 660 to 690. Okay, anywhere in that range here. Now, when it comes to the bullish scenario, we can potentially see an $8 dot as it touches resistance, right? We've got a ton of resistance around $8 here. As you can see, resistance here. We've got resistance all of this area here as well. So yeah, it's around $8, okay? And this is going to be tough to break because we did struggle to break this the last time, but we did it in the end, thanks to Bitcoin. So yeah, just know that there is a good chance that we may encounter resistance around $8. As you can see, the last time when we broke out of that resistance area, we actually bounced off it and we went back up. We bounced off it and we went back up, and then we were trending down, but we're bouncing off that $8 resistance. That became support, but unfortunately, as we broke down, we lost that and we moved on to the next line here. So yeah, we are consolidating, but I'm not happy with the fact that it's just trying to break past this red line here, the 100-day smoothed moving average, and it's just not able to crack through it and put in that high to $8 again. So we'll have to see But overall, yeah, I am a bit bearish on DOT right now in the short term. But we'll see. Anything could happen. It could turn around thanks to Bitcoin. Although many traders are calling for a 38K Bitcoin, is like everyone's like saying the same thing, which is a bit annoying because it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy when everyone just says like 38K Bitcoin, 38K Bitcoin. Yeah, there's a probability that it could get there. It doesn't mean that it actually will. Next, let's look at TIA here. This is Celestia. Now, TIA didn't even care about the Bitcoin price crashing. It just put in a new all-time high. What was it? $20.36 on Qcoin here. Now, we are still in an uptrend, so it is early to say, and it is respecting the moving average really, really nicely. Look, it's bouncing off it here. It's bouncing off it again. Now, we could potentially, I'm not saying it definitely, it could potentially bounce once again here. Or if it breaks below this, then it's signaling the trend change. So to me, like I'd be looking to take a short here. If I see it break around here, and if I see it like try to go back up and bounce back down, that's to me like that's just confirmation that it wants to change trend and it wants to go back down, probably to like the $17.30 area. This is the area of support that we've got for Celestia, for TIA. So we will have to see, but yeah, nothing goes up forever in a straight line, like I said. So when you get a new all-time high like this, it's usually followed by a dump, then some sort of consolidation. So yeah, I would be looking to short this. I am going to keep an eye out on this, waiting for that confirmation. And as soon as we get it, given the market conditions, you know, I'm going to look for a small short here. So as you can see, we have higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. As soon as it breaks down and we're getting a lower low, then that's confirmation that the trend is changing. So for me, in terms of risk, that would be really good because, I mean, I could be risking that, yeah, this could go back up. And of course, I would be putting my stop loss around here. Okay, I could be risking that it could put in a new high and then I lose it, but the reward is really, really good if it goes my way, right? Because the probability is higher that it's going to break down. So I would be looking at exiting around 1740 here, just a bit above this area of support here, because it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to touch it. It could just go like close to it and it could bounce back up. You don't know, right? But there's a high probability that we are starting to see a trend change here just because of how it's moving and how it's losing momentum and the sellers are creeping in here. Although with this big green candle here on the 1 hour, you know, which happened earlier today, like just a few hours ago, I mean, it's still showing some sort of strength, but it's definitely lost it as well because sellers are creeping in. So yeah, I would be expecting TIA to go to around 1740. That's the higher probability scenario, but of course it can just bounce off this and it could go higher and putting a new all-time high as well. That's the other scenario that we could have. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts. Are you trading any TIA yourself? Are you trading any DOT? Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.